I attempted to break the Guinness World Record for 110 hours singing to raise awareness about autism. It was a very hard process, but I'm super grateful for every single member of my team. One of the things that a lot of people know me for is I do something I call a la carte music, so which is pretty much request a song on the spot. So it was hard. I sang King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal.
Hi Isaac, how are you doing today?
I am good. I am feeling very blessed actually.
We all saw your incredible attempt at the Guinness World Record for the longest consecutive hours of singing to raise awareness for autism. What makes this cause so important to you?
So I attempted to break the Guinness World Record for 110 hours singing to raise awareness about autism. It's pretty, it's a cause that's dear to my heart because not only do I have two nephews who are autistic, but I have seen over time how smart these kids are, kids with autism. I've also worked closely with, children with autism. I've partnered with the Children's National Hospital, Second Family, where I worked personally over the years. But I feel it's a need that hasn't been, that enough awareness has not been raised about it, especially in Nigeria also, where some people still believe that children with autism or autistic children are cursed, right? So I just want to raise awareness, talk more about it, and just shine the light on, the need for music therapy for children with autism, which is a scientific based theory that has proven to work.
What was the preparation process like? Preparing your body and voice, selecting your team, and putting together your playlist?
The preparation process for getting my voice, I'll take it in bits, right? So for getting my voice ready, obviously for like 2 months before then, I stopped taking gigs. I stopped, actively performing everywhere I perform. Pretty much started to, do like rigorous training with my voice, vocal stability and vocal stamina, because which is like pretty much I knew that if I was going to be singing for 110 hours, it was going to take its toll. So I did a lot of, with my vocal coach, I did a lot of training. Also, physically, right? Obviously, it was a lot of work with, training my body to pretty much undergo that process. So I did 4 hours at a stretch on the treadmill sometimes, running and singing. I spent long hours in the pool also, just training my core to be able to, withhold that long singing. So I don't sing from my throat or my head. I sing from my very core. I sing from my belly. So, which is an advantage and a disadvantage. That is how to sing, but the ability to be able to, shift from your core to your head voice or your, just the bass is a difficult process, but I had to learn both just so that I'm not putting too much pressure on my core. Also for health benefits. The process of selecting my team was a hard process. I had people on my team come from as far as Houston. I had people from my team come from different parts of America. I had some teammates in Nigeria also because again, we had to make sure that, the balance was there. It was a very hard process, but I'm super grateful for every single member of my team. The process of song selection, I knew that at different points in time I wanted to cater to different needs, right? R&B, Afro beats, gospel. One of the things that a lot of people know me for is I do something I call a la carte music, so which is pretty much request a song on the spot. So it was hard. I sang King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal. I sang some Fuji. You know what I mean? Because people just came in and they requested different things. So, but it was a fun process actually. So.
Training for a marathon on foot is impressive, but singing for days straight is a whole different ballgame. Looking back, what did you discover about your strength and resilience? Did you have any moments of self-discovery?
Training for a marathon is one thing, but training for a singathon to sing for 4 days straight is I kind of knew what it entailed. I knew how daunting that task is. A couple of people said it was crazy, and yes, I do believe it. A couple of times I said to myself, "Dude, like, are you in your right senses?" But again, I know one thing, right? The people who change the world are not people who think like everyone else does. And so my goal was, look, you can't be thinking on the same level if you're trying to change the world. And I am trying to change the world with my music, with my voice. My music is meant to give a voice to the voiceless, pretty much. So I know that it was about time to do something out of the ordinary. And so I realized that training for a marathon or a singathon is not easy. You know what I mean? So yeah, it took its toll, but I'm grateful that I'm still here, pretty much.
Knowing the importance of mental well-being during such a challenge, how did you know it was time to prioritize your health based on medical professionals' advice?
So the other part that I didn't talk about was the medical team. So I had a medical team. I had a team of about 11 medical professionals, not just random people, but people who are extremely well knowledged and well decorated. Actually, I had certain medical chiefs, I had pharmacists, it was a whole team, right? And we knew that at some point in time, because pretty much it was sleep deprivation, and then we knew that it had its side effects and consequences. And for me, the need to be healthy and be in a good frame of mind, even after the challenge, was more important than actually breaking the record, right? So at 98 hours, you know, it was time to pull the plug. And even though I wanted to keep going, even though as a one, as a man, two, as a Nigerian, we have that resilience in us. I'm like, look, I want to keep pushing, right? But the call was made to pull the plug and actually take me to the emergency room because they saw dangers, right? They saw the danger, and it was a hard decision to make, but I'm glad that I made it because I'm here having this interview. I'm here thinking about things in the future, thinking about other, perspectives, planning for the grand finale on Friday. I'm blessed to be able to still be able to do that. You know what I mean? I went through my process of recovery. It was a hard one, but I'm glad that I recovered well. I am still in that process where I'm, prioritizing rest, prioritizing, other things pretty much, but I'm glad that I made that call. I'm glad that the medical team made that call. Even though on some days I'm like, oh my God, I really wish I finished. I didn't want to. But going in, one of the things that I had spoken to like professionals about, my therapist, my mental health advisors, and all of that was, one, allow yourself fail, right? And failure is just an event, it's not a person. So I knew that in that moment I needed to just allow myself, like, just breathe. It's okay. You know what I mean? So it was a hard decision, but I'm glad that I did. And I'm so thankful for all the medical professionals who, were there for me all through the period and through the process. So, yeah.
This chapter may be closed, but the melody continues, right?
Yes, sir.
What exciting projects or goals are you looking forward to pushing next?
So you're right. The chapter of this attempt is closed, but who says that the chapter of ever still attempting to break the record again is closed? No, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm just saying, look, this, right? I'm a determined person, right? And I pretty much, no matter how long or how many attempts it takes, I'm someone who likes to set a goal and achieve it, right? Again, not saying that I'm going to do it again, but who's to say I won't do it again, right? But even though this particular chapter, 98 hours, is a landmark that I set for myself, I knew that I wanted to do it, but it was hard to think that would come that far. So while this chapter may be closed, I'm looking forward to all the amazing things. Like I said, we have the official grand finale on Friday, the 28th of June, the same continent, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to my album that I plan to drop towards the end of summer, right? The Afro Smooth. I just put out a project called Chocolate and Pajamas in April, right? So we're looking forward to video shoots. We're looking forward to tours. I did part of the One in a Million tour with Demola, the violinist. And then, we're just looking forward to, I have a couple of weddings and performances lined up for the rest of summer. And my annual Christmas concert, Mistletoe Memories, that I always do every year, is happening at the end of the year. And then Rhythm and Red Wine, which is my annual Valentine concert, is happening in February. There's just so much, so much amazing stuff that's lined up. So I'm hoping that, we can make magic happen together pretty much. Yeah.